Okay, let me double check. 9 minus 3 is 6.
As I prepare to, leap out of the way of said charging creature.
You hear a shrieking yelp from the direction and a snarling noise. Only Verve, roll initiative. Oh, would somebody with a, something in it so that it doesn't do it, would someone give Mike here the thing we use for initiative? Oh, wait, we just use the button on the character sheet, don't we?
Yeah.
Okay, never mind. It's on the character sheet.
You still have to select your token, though.
All right, Verve, you see a warhound rushing towards you at the reins, its hide smoking.
All right. Zap again. Do I get plus 10 from my first one, right?
Yes.
Advantage, yes.
Advantage. Because you did damage. Oh, a double. Alright, well, first of all, you get a critical success. So you stretch out your fingers, and you can feel the very storm itself powering your magic. And all of you in the cave can actually see a brilliant bolt of blue leap out from the elf's form and strike something in the rain. And it lets out a shriek and falls to the ground, sizzling, and doesn't move.
Okay.
Yeah. Do I hear any more roars?
You don't hear anything. Actually, roll a perception check. You hear one, and then after a few seconds, you hear another, and then another, and then another, and then you hear deeper ones.
Okay.
And more lightning streaks across the sky.
It doesn't move, the one I killed, yes?
Yeah, it's dead.
Okay. I move towards it. And I want to basically grab, a leg and just drag it into the light of the fire. It doesn't even have to be to the fire, just into the light.
I'm sure everyone will appreciate that. Okay?
And I will do so.
No, you only miscast on a fumble, Fal.
No, you miscast on any doubles.
Yeah, spellcasting. Unless she has...
I thought that was only on channeling.
So channeling is on a failed test that ends with 0 or a double is a miscast. And
I'm
if you have
pulling
the
it up now.
talent...
No, I have it up. No, it has to be a fumble. Has to be a fumble.
Do they put out a new version?
Isn't it a double where you can do additional stuff with the spell?
It's every plus 2 success levels.
Oh, right.
On a crit... Oh yeah, you're right. Unless he has instinctive diction. Okay.
Yada yada.
You don't have instinctive diction, do you, Cold?
Not till next career.
Okay, so roll me a minor miscast. D100. A 9.
Soured milk.
That's very specific. Roll a D100.
Another one?
Yeah. All milk within 57 yards goes sour, which I don't believe there's any. So,
Man.
Just you wait.
You feel the magic slip away from you, and there's an unpleasant odor on the wind for a moment, but it slips away.
Just you wait. It's going to be the sacred milk that he just boiled.
We did have an entire session of you bullshitting their miscasts into being plot points.
Shut up, Foul! What was I talking about? Oh, What were you doing? Oh, you dragged it into the thing. Okay, you don't need a strength check for that. It's fairly heavy, but because it's raining, you can pull it through the mud. Everyone else in the party, a very soaked elf is dragging in the still smoking corpse of a Chaos Warhound.
What
And
the fuck is
Sigma,
that?
preserve us.
and I will say there are more out there. Hide the
Why'd
fire.
you drag it here then?
Hide the fire.
I look at the fire, run to the entrance, and hold my helmet upside down to fill it with water to dump on the fire.
All right, the fire goes out with a big whoosh.
We still have dry stuff to start a fire again, but right now, hide.
The rain continues to pick up, and lightning is starting to flash more across the sky.
Verstadt will back up a little bit.
I watch for the flashes.
All right. Flashes, another hour passes as flashes continue across the sky, but after about an hour, all of you can hear howling.
Is that getting closer?
Can I gauge the distance?
It is definitely getting closer. Verve, if you had to guess based on the Warhound you already killed, they're probably maybe 200 yards away. Maybe. And it sounds like there's a bunch of them.
Well, here they come. So
We have to go further in.
Don't you remember the web?
Yeah, but there might be a choke point up there. That's a big entrance.
What do you want to deal with? The thought of spiders or them? Guaranteed.
Verve turns around and heads down into the dark.
I go further in.
All right.
Verstadt is surprised he hesitated more than Verve, but we'll continue.
Those of you that do not have low light vision are basically going to be blind in here.
Should I attempt to make a light?
Make us a light, Verstadt.
Verstadt
Wait,
will
wait,
attempt
here,
to
can
make
you
a light.
make other things lighted or just yourself?
What do you have?
A lantern?
Yeah, hand me the lantern.
I will open up the door to my storm lantern and hand it to Vertstadt. I swear if you make that burst into flames.
Light it up!
I will take it and try and cast Magic Flame. Oh,
I'll let you have it.
nice. Thank you. I'll take it. All right, so it lights up.
Are you
All right,
keeping it, or do you want to hand it back to Wrist?
No, I'll hand it back to Wrist.
All right, I take it back and I close it and properly put everything together, and I will check my oil. So I have one thing of lamp oil in there, which lasts 4 hours.
And I will say to Roland, I told you I'd let you know when it was more dramatic.
I guess so. I was starting to think that you weren't... Well, that you were bullshitting.
Something like that.
Hold on, Wrist. I'm going to experiment with you for a second. Come here.
My eyes are closed.
I can see what you're doing as well.
Oh, good point. Wrist, I mean, you can look, Ben. Do you see anything strange?
Yes.
Okay, what is it that you see?
I see what looks like 2 J's inside the wall.
Oh, ignore that. I meant does your... Oh, wait. Okay, hold on. I see what I'm doing wrong. I think. 1 second. What about now?
Now you have blocked off sight below me, but I can see above me.
Interesting. I'll experiment with this more another time.
Yeah, the rotation thing is weird because it points to the direction of the like where you control the rotation of your character.
Yeah, which is like the opposite of what everybody else does. Yeah. Okay, there you go. Alright, y'all have entered the cave. All of you see there are webs on the wall ahead of you, and there's a large mass behind the webs.
None of you know what that thing is, right?
Does it move?
I don't know, does it?
It's like,
Verstat approaches and hits it with his staff, pokes it.
Don't!
Your staff thunks into it, and there is a hard crunching noise, but it does not appear to move.
of course, spiders. Always spiders.
I get my pole out, and I wave it in front of me as I move further in.
Okay, you do an excellent job of clearing away webs. Alright, once y'all get to about here, the cave opens up dramatically vertically. So, like, you can't see the ceiling anymore, kind of vertically.
Oh, okay, so like vaulted ceilings.
Yes. And all
Okay,
the
this seems
webs,
like a good spot.
the webs you see from this point out are very high up. Well, not very high up, but like a good 10 feet off the ground. And they stretch across the ceiling.
You were looking for a choke point. This may be it.
Yeah, but are you looking at that web?
Wrist, I just crushed whatever is beneath the web. It should be okay.
No, the web up there! With the large cocoon-like thing.
Verstat will look at the large cocoon-like thing.
There definitely is a large cocoon-like thing, as you might say.
Is this
I may
another
point
one
out-
of those dramatic moments?
No, I believe this would be a little too dramatic.
All of you roll perception.
All right.
One second.
So,
I
I
will
have a
use one
reroll.
of my rerolls from my thingamajig.
Okay.
I think this is something I don't want 100 on.
I mean,
Rolls rolls.
this is probably one of those things that it would be better to get 100 on than most things.
No, I need a fortune point to save me versus the Chaos Hounds. The spider can eat me.
You're willing to deal with this. You're willing to die by spider.
That's what fate points are for, right?
That's true. All right. Okay, I need to roll something. Give me a moment. Okay. Verve, as you kind of peer into the darkness, you do not, you just see more webs. But there is like a very faint dripping noise, likely being caused by the storm somewhere deeper in. But this place does smell pretty unpleasant.
Hounds are spiders. Hounds are spiders. Hounds are spiders. Hounds are spiders. I hate spiders.
Yeah, but they might not be here, hopefully.
The way this place smells, they're definitely here.
It's up to you. We found this little choke point, if you would. So we can hold the dogs here if you want.
Well, if we stand around too long, we'll probably have to deal with both.
I will sigh. And I will watch where I'm going.
These guys are stealth.
Make
for
sure I'm
anyone
not
watching.
like running into webs.
All right.
I have my staff out, emulating wrist to try and clear away stuff.
All right. Head on in.
Something tells me the hound would probably be easier.
I follow behind big people.
One second. Need to type something.
Sure.
All right, I'll be back in a minute.
Stealth really doesn't help against things that can just sense the vibrations of things.
I will do the same.
Y'all's rolls this session have just been the funniest things. I think we've had more 100s in this session than I've seen like the rest of the campaign.
Chloe.
For stat, we'll put a hand on Verve's shoulder.
Wait for the other
And-
two to get back.
Sure. Right. Forgot. Sorry.
How's everybody doing?
Pretty good. Pretty good.
I am trying not to die laughing. There have been so many 100s. Also, Aztec, the moment you said that we are creating the shittiest things ever, or like shittiest traps ever, I knew you were gonna roll like under a 5.
Sorry about that.
It's all good.
It's all
No
good.
problem.
We're just waiting for Mike.
I'm back.
Okay, Vertac, go ahead.
Okay. Yes. I was going to touch Verve's shoulder and say, I have a very bad feeling about something up ahead. Something tells me we would have been much better off with the dogs.
Well, thank you for letting me know that. Now I can turn around. And I will back up.
All right, everybody freeze. No, you go here. You can stay back there. That's fair. All right, so all of you start trying to head back.
I would head back as soon as I realized Verve and probably roll and heading back too. Yeah.
All right, the four of you roll initiative. Wait. Now roll initiative. So click on your token. Make sure you clicked your token and use the initiative button in your character sheet. Those of you with 6th Sense sec. Those of you with Sixth Sense take an intuition check
Okay.
with no bonuses. Verve, you're the only one who won't be surprised. As suddenly, all of you hear a shrieking sound from above you, and some goblins leap towards you. If you have battle music, now is the time to turn it on.
I knew it.
Oh, I missed one.
Gabos.
Okay, did I get them all? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. All right. And then for the goblins, I need to let's see, where's one that's like so far back that the likes of him dying are not very high, so he won't lose his place in the initiative. You will be my goblin representative. Ooh, not a good roll. All right, Verve, you are not surprised, therefore you may take your turn as these goblins start making a big old fuss.
Nope.
Okay, the rest of you don't get to have an action because you're surprised.
Can't I spend a resolve point to get rid of the surprise condition?
Yes, you can.
I'm going to do that.
Very well, then. Take your turn.
I'm just going to mark it off
move.
first.
I never thought of that.
It should be noted, unless you have a ranged weapon or a long-range melee weapon, you cannot hit these goblins just yet.
Can I do a weapon skill test to try and get within their guard?
No, because they are high up. But don't worry, they will be joining you shortly.
Then, for the moment, I will throw my dagger.
Okay.
It's probably not going to work, but
You
it's
could
better
take
than nothing.
a defensive type stance if you would like.
Oh yeah, how does that work again? Is it
So you
plus
just
20?
you
Something?
declare it, and I believe it adds, I think it's a plus 20 to your parry and dodge checks.
I'm going to do that then.
Okay. Let's see. Just trying to double check because I know there's a...
You get plus 20 on defensive tests using
Yes.
the skill until the start of the next turn.
Okay, so you can, so you can choose to use a skill defensively. So you can say, I want to use dodge defensively, for instance. Or melee basic, whatever it is you feel you're best with. But you gotta pick one. And while he's doing that, Vertstat. You're surprised, so you cannot move or take an action unless you want to spend a resolve point.
No, sir.
Okay, so you just want to do nothing for this turn?
Looks like that's my choice. Yes, sir.
Okay, Wrist, you're up.
I am surprised.
Okay. Gabos. This one has a bow and is going to cackle as it fires a shot at the nearest target, which is the elf. And he misses horribly. This one is going to dive off the spider web at the elf with his spear. It's more of a hand weapon. He will hit you, Verve. Actually, I remember how the system works now. Verve, roll a either a dodge or a parry check.
definitely the dodge check.
Ooh, wow, you both rolled super duper well. So how many success levels did you get? 5?
5.
Yeah, you dodge. Gain a whatever thing.
Advantage.
Advantage, there you go. This goblin is going to dive down upon Vertstat. Vertstat, roll me a dodge or a parry check.
Sure. And parry is just like a melee check.
It's
but
a melee check of your choice.
Okay. So I will do a parry with polearm.
Okay.
So surprised you don't take defensive actions.
Oh yeah, good point. If you get hit, you just get hit.
Okay.
So you don't get to try that, but Verve is fine.
Okay. Not even like
But
a
if
dodge or
your
anything?
turn passed, don't you also lose the surprise condition?
No, it's at the end of the round.
Oh.
It's at the end of the round or the first attack at you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Makes it go
The
away.
first time you take damage.
Gotcha.
First attempt to attack you. Okay, so he will attempt to attack you, but he just misses. So you're fine.
Thank goodness.
Because, well, I guess if it's not opposed, I guess he would hit you. It's just not going to do much in the way of damage. Would be the way it would work.
Yeah, it's something.
Okay, so let me do quick mental math. So he would have needed a 35, but he got a 41, so he fails by less than a degree. So you take 3 plus what's goblin weapon damage? I think it's their strength plus 4. Let me double check. Theirs is plus 7. Okay. So you'll take 7 damage to your chest.
All right. I don't have any armor or anything, so. Toughness bonus, right? Negate some of it.
No. But you
Okay.
you will need a toughness you need a challenging toughness check because of their venom weapons.
Okay, and you said 7, right?
Yes, minus your toughness and any armor you may have.
Oh, it is minus toughness. Okay.
So you only take like 3 or whatever it is. 3 or 2, depending on your toughness.
Okay. Where are we?
Roll me a challenging, so no plus or minus endurance check.
Okay.
Ooh, just failed it. So you will have a poisoned condition. So at the end of every round, you suffer -1 wound, and you take -10 to all checks.
All right.
But at the end of each round, you'll also take another endurance check to try and get rid of it. All right, real quick, I need to do. These idiots are leaping, so I have to check if they're going to eat shit or not. Falling, here we go. Okay, let me check for that. 56. So he's going to suffer 1d10.
Also, I keep forgetting. Do I still have the fatigue condition from walking around the Hager cribs?
Yes, you have that. That's the only one you have.
Okay.
But now you have that on top of your poison.
Yep.
So he takes 3 plus. Okay, the goblin that leapt at you, Elf, he just dies. He jumps down at you, but you manage to turn him aside, and he just splats into the ground with an audible squelch noise. And then the one that dived at you, ooh, that's not good. How many? Oh gosh, 2, and then
Maybe we can just wait for them to kill themselves.
All right, yep, that one's dead too. He manages to nick you on his way down, but he splats. This one is going to die for Roland.
So, excuse me, they died from fall damage?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
They are leaping from like 8 feet up. And they're goblins.
Yeah,
All
no,
damage sucks.
I was just making sure.
All right, roll me either a parry or dodge, Roland, with your plus 20 on whichever one you nominated. Okay, so you got 1 success level. Versus 2. All right, you will lose that contest. So you will take 8 damage to your head, Mr. Roland, as you get as a spear glances across your face, and then roll me an endurance check with no bonuses for the venom. And I'm gonna roll for this dipshit's fall damage. All right, you are not poisoned. Oh my
Nice.
God, these rolls are killing me.
I'm fairly certain they're actually killing
Literally.
the goblins.